Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in the world. Thank you so much for being here. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. I upload here every Sunday at 7 a.m. PST, and I love to do a lot of creative type of sequencing and these type of like arm balances. You gotta check out my channel. I have a lot of videos. And before you leave, don't forget to like this video if you like the color of my outfit. This is my favorite color currently, neon green. All right, we're gonna jump right in. We are gonna start in a standing position. I'm just gonna face you. Wherever you are on your mat, I want you to get your fingers interlaced behind. Good. And then from here, you just wanna relax your body. Inhaling, stretching your elbows, pulling down your arms as you rotate your shoulders back. Good. Inhale here. Puff out your chest, look up. And then exhale, relax your arms, relax your body. And then we're gonna do that again. Inhale, stretch. You could have your index fingers pointing down to help with your energy line. Maybe a little bit back bend, looking up. And then exhaling, relax. Good. Again, inhale. Stretch the elbows, lift it up from the bum. Now really pull it away from you as you exhale, relax. Good job. Now being mindful about your posture, okay? I want you to get your body just in a neutral position, right? So you're not slouching here. And I want you to think about like, ooh, if you see your crush in front of you, bam, right? Well, not maybe exaggerated, but you know, getting that neutral spine. Tilt is not out, right? You want that neutral, not so much posterior, not squeezing the glutes. You just relax your butt cheeks and then shake your knees, shake your legs. Good. Inhale, big circle up above the sky. Exhale, you're gonna round again as you fold down, finding your half fold here, halfway lift, bending one knee at a time now. All right, airplane, your hands back. Good. Again, inhale to rise, reach up, mountain pose. Exhale, dive all the way down, maybe a little bit lower than what you did earlier. Continuing to bend one knee at a time. And then as you do that, focusing on now getting or gluing your belly towards one thigh. Right? So compressing, airplane, the hands all the way, fingertips, spirit fingers, right? If you watch Bring It On, I don't know, if you're a 90s girl like me, that cheerleading, right? Ooh, you want the spirit fingers, active energy from each finger. Inhale, reach to rise. Exhale, dive now all the way. Uttanasana, finding now your forward fold. Maybe grabbing one leg at a time if you want, or bending one knee at a time as you grab the legs. And maybe, you know, crawling your fingertips in front or the back, wherever you are on your mat. You're just going now to find your downward facing dog. Okay, so you're gonna walk your feet out. Feet are hip distance apart. Big breath in. Exhale out. Good. You're gonna come to your high plank. Inhale here. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're gonna do that for 5. Inhale. Exhale. 4. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Last one, inhale. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Now this time we're gonna add some waves, rolling your spine forward now. Feeling beautiful, like flowing like water. Now waving it back, finding now that fluid spine, if you will. Rolling forward, rolling back. Pairing now with your breath, staying present with that flow and the breath. Good. Now pivoting yourself, hips will turn to the right side. Push back. Good. As you push forward or roll forward, you're gonna round your back. And then as you shift back, you're gonna arch the back, right? So now we're gonna be waving on like a sideways here, obliques. Keep on going, keep on breathing. Good, back to your center, downward facing dog. Push back. Push all the way up, hips up. Exhale, roll your spine forward. Inhale, arch the back, bend, shift back, hips towards the left side this time. Or maybe inhaling as you shift forward. Find what works best for your spinal waves. I like to change it up a lot, but ideally for me, or my go-to is inhalation as I roll or wave forward. And then I like to exhale as I wave back. But that could be different for you. So try both until you feel what feels yummy for your spine and your breath. And really exaggerate, right? There's no right or wrong here. You don't want to worry about how you look, right? The more stupid you look, the fun it is, right? Okay, roll. Woo, back to downward dog. Now this time we're gonna do some switches. Bending the knee, compressing your belly to your thigh, shifting your hips to the right side. Good. Like as if you're in a floating child's pose, but on a sideways, right? Center, child's pose, and then the other side. Good. Switches. Good. Keep on going. You can do this at your own pace. I'm adding some pulses if you notice. So like pulsing it back, compressing my belly, and also getting that hamstrings curls, if you will, right? You feel your hips maybe now touching your ankles, maybe not, maybe your heels towards the bum, right? So different for everyone depending on where you're at with your end range or your mobility range. Good. Downward facing dog. Now adjust yourself to your ideal downward dog. From your downward dog position, I want you to step your feet a little bit closer towards your hands. Okay, so it doesn't matter if you have a bend in your knees, you can't fully straighten your hamstrings. I want you to focus on pushing your head towards your back, or your now looking to the big toe, right? And you're compressing your belly, gluing again your belly and your thighs together. Good. From there, we're going to do some scapula push-ups, if you will, or shoulders. So all the way, you're going to protract and elevate the shoulders. So wherever you are in your down dog, we're just focusing on the upper body, and then you're gonna dip it down, keeping the elbows as straight as possible. Push all the way up. Inhale and exhale, controlled down. Good. Now, if you can drop the heels like I'm doing now, then go ahead and do that. Again, push all the way up. Inhale, look in between your big toes, and exhale slowly as you bring your shoulders, down. You will feel that. So this, elevating the shoulders next to your ears. Inhale, exhaling, dropping it down. So now you're kind of doing these push-ups and you're keeping the torso as straight as possible. The spine is straight, spine is flat, and elbows are straight. Keep on going. Inhale. Exhale. So I like to do it different times depending on my mood, but right now I want you to inhale for a second, push all the way up, elevate fast, and then 3 seconds to exhale as you lower down, right? So I want you to get a feel of that. That tempo. Inhale, exhale. Beautiful. Last one. Inhale, exhale. Yeah, good job. Now from here, you're gonna drop the knees down, tabletop position. Shift back, sit on your heels. Curl toes under, still, and then shift forward. Good, we're gonna warm up the wrist. Push back and forward. Back, forward. Back, forward, tabletop, getting your fingertips out sides. It could be on the mat or outside, right? This is now gonna be different for everyone. I just want you to shift to the right and shift to the left. Good. 4, 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. And 1. Get it a little bit wider. Maybe you're now outside of the mat. Now from here, I want you to really protract your shoulder blades. Woo. And then you're gonna lock your elbows. You're not gonna bend as you dip down. Good. So now you're gonna try to really feel your scapula or your shoulder blades all the way protracted and dipping it down. Okay, protract, retract, protract, dip it down. Keeping the elbows as straight as possible. And it's normal if you're not feeling your scapula, that's fine. You don't really feel, or you get to feel it, especially if you're starting, you're still creating that body awareness. And eventually, you will be able to feel it. But I think most people here practicing with me are pretty intermediate and advanced, right? Let me know. But just in case somebody is new here, because I have a lot of people that are new here. Inhale, exhale. Okay, last one. Beautiful. Dropping the forearms down in line with your shoulders. Grabbing your elbows with each hand. Good. To measure the distance of your elbows, then the hands all the way forward. Coming to our dolphin pose. You're going to lift your knees up and your hips all the way up. Dolphin pose. Good. From here, you're going to interlace your fingers in front of you. I like my pinky fingers out to help stabilize myself. And then look back. Shorten the distance of your dolphin. Good. And now we're going to really touch the forehead towards the thumb. As far as you can, and then you're just going to drop back. Okay, dolphin, and then forehead to thumbs for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back to dolphin pose. Now you're gonna bend one knee at a time. Curl your hamstrings, heel towards the bum. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. Left heel towards the bum. 5, 4, 3. Push, push, push. 2, 1. You're not gonna rest. You're gonna drop. Switch sides. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop and switch for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it all the way down. Open your feet very wide as you push all the way down. Knees will be out. Good. All the way coming to your child's pose variation, if you will. But your knees are up. Well, this is now our Malasana or yogi squat. You're folding yourself here. You want to feel that intensity in your inner thighs. Okay, so now you're going to start to add some pulses. If your heels are floating, that is totally fine. You want to curl the hamstrings really, right? Feel that intensity between the backs of your legs. Good. So I can actually plant my heels down, but if you can't, I'm just showing you how it would look, right? So you want to really just, if it's too tight, open the knees out as wide as you can. Good. Now from here, you're going to start to drop one knee at a time to the sides. Left and then the right. As tippy toes as you can. Or if you want it like this, if you have better mobility, you can also do that. Good. Whew. All right. Now you're going to big breath, open your hands wide. You're dipping your torso down. Inhale here. Exhale, palms will face back. Try to just bind here. You're not really binding, but your palms are gonna be back. And then stay. How are you doing? So good. I love this energy. Okay. Now really I want you to focus on the inner thighs, right? Super intense, right? Especially if you don't do this often, and then now you're like, my ankles, everything's probably burning, and that's good. Plant your hands down, boom, as wide as your mat. You're going to really shift forward. Knees are gonna be stacked on top of the elbows. You might be floating, you might be not, and that is fine, right? On top of the elbows or arms, wherever you can reach. This is gonna be different depending on your mobility, right? And now you're going to feel this motion, right? We're gonna start to find our float as our warm-up. I know it's just a warm-up. You do not have to float, obviously, but you're shifting forward, getting your tippy toes, right? From there, you will find that air time or the float. Whoop! And then if not, that is okay. Just like shifting forward and back, like this and back, will actually really help. Just finding that body awareness, right? Like whoop, heels are up, shifting forward. Where is heavy? Is it my arms? Do I not have my core engaged here? What am I doing wrong? Why am I not floating? Whoop, lift, round upper spine. Core is very strong, and now you're gonna start to float and maybe lifting up. Maybe not, drop. Beautiful. Whew. Now, shake, shake, shake your wrists. Interlace your fingers in front. You're gonna push it all the way forward, and I want you to get used to your Malasana yogi squat. It is very, very important. And just like working on your ankle mobility here, shifting your weight left and right. Whoo, push all the way up, inhale. Good, exhale, let it go, the bind, and you're gonna have your hands in between. So palms will be out, okay? And then they're going to be in between, kind of like a chicken, right here in the inner thigh. On top of that hip bone, you'll feel that. There. Now from here, I'm gonna face you. It's a little bit awkward. This is the position. You're going to really squeeze your elbows inwards with the help of your knees. Whoop, and open. Again. Whoop, and open. If I were to face you my back, I want you to see what's happening at the back. Okay, so from here, you will like round, round, round as you squeeze the knees towards your midline, and then release, open. There, now you will feel this is what's happening to your scapula. Round, 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 round. Squeeze, internally rotating your shoulders, and open. Ooh, like a little chicken. Now we're gonna do it faster for 5. Whoop, 4, whoop, 3, whoop, 2, whoop, and 1. Hold to that squeeze position. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Your inner thighs are engaged. If you touch it, it is gonna be hard. It is not jello. And then release. Good job. All right, now we're gonna try again that float. You might be able to get it there. If you engage your inner thighs, we'll see. Plant your hands down. I like this as wide as my mat because I have the Eko Manduka. It's not very wide compared to my other mats or the Pro. And now you're gonna start, okay? So this is gonna be really accessible if you have very, very flexible hamstrings. If you don't, then you wanna work on hamstrings. Working on flexibility will always help to really make any strong poses a lot easier. So, you want to work on your flexibility, is what I say, what I mean. Okay, from here, you're like what we did earlier, you squeeze your knees towards your midline. Same thing what you're gonna do right now, okay? So you're not splaying out the elbows. There is a fine balance between that beautiful engagement and you feel that energy line. Boom, 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 boom. And then as you do that, you're squeezing your knees towards your midline. And now maybe you can float. Shift forward, woo. And you don't need a very, very high float. Just find that float, finding your equilibrium here. You will feel where is your point, right? To find your balance, like a seesaw, if you will. Shift forward, lift, maybe tapping the wrist with your toes, maybe not. And then maybe floating, lifting, lifting. Now we're going to straighten to our L sit. If you didn't make it here, I'm going to meet you here. Good. Whew, inhale, Dandasana. L shape with your body. And exhale to your Paschimottanasana, seated fold. We're gonna relax here for a little bit. You wanna open the butt cheeks, boom, to the right, and then to the left. Boom. Good. Now we're going to play with the toes. You're going to really like send it towards you. You feel the intensity at the backs of your legs. And that's what we want. Good. Release. Woo. Shake, shake, shake. And you're going to rotate. So now this is on a very, very neutral position, right? Your legs or your bones, your femur, heels firmly planted down. The backs is really rooting. You will feel everything, and I want you to focus on that. From there, you're going to turn the toes to the right. I like to do this if you're always here, to the center, to the left, by still firmly rooting the backs of your legs all the way down. Good. Center to the right. Center to the left. Okay, center, and then notice, if you're not rooting your legs firmly down, your knees are just on a relaxed position. And I'm gonna try to zoom this in. If I were to engage my legs and root the base of, or the backs of my legs, notice my knees, it's going to lift towards my bum, which is, or my body, which is gonna be your kneecaps lifting up for 3, 2, and 1. That's what I want you to feel as you shift to the right. Relax the knees. Engage to shift to the left. There's a resistance there, right? So it's not like just like, oh, you know, I'm shaking, right? So you want this. Relax the center, inhale. And then exhale, engage to the right. Inhale to relax. Exhale to engage. Good. And there's also difference there. If you're just trying to relax, you could also just like relax all the time, right? Inhale, exhale. Or just maybe not even breathing or conscious about the breath, just like kind of like shifting sides to sides and just breathing normally. That can work too. I'm not saying it's, you know, end all be all of what I'm always saying. It's just at the moment we're practicing what we're trying to do. Body awareness is key. All right. Woo! Shake, shake, shake your legs. How are you feeling? Okay, we're gonna do some twists. Right foot outside of the left leg. Now we're gonna do more compression. You're gonna hug your legs or your right leg towards you, right? So from here, right, if you're here rounding, I want you to be mindful of that. You want to open your butt cheeks. So now you're kind of more in that anterior feeling of tilt. And then now you're gonna compress. Compress, inhale, reach both hands up. And exhale, you're gonna twist to the right side. You're gonna drop both hands towards your mat. And then your right elbow will be outside of that right leg, left elbow rather. Good. And now with each exhalation, I want you to really twist some more, right? Inhale, expand, exhale, twist, aim for that opposite belly, the left belly towards the right thigh, right? So it's not here. Twist, right? You want that right shoulder all the way back. Good. Twist some more and try to just keep that left leg neutral position. Good. We're holding the twists and we're just staying and breathing normally. And now I want you to find that relaxing breath. Inhale, exhale, just relax in your twists. Good. Woo. Back to your center. And then grabbing that outside of your right foot with the left hand. Woo. Straighten that right knee. Dropping the right forearm down. Woo. 4, 5. 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold it all the way down here. You're going to point that toe, grab the ankle, and now from here, you're going to point both toes. You're gonna let go of that hand, and you're gonna keep that right leg hovered for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grab, and then coming back to your Dandasana. Beautiful. We're gonna do that on the other side. Left foot outside of the right leg. Twist. Inhale, reach. Exhale to twist. Good. Aim for the right belly to touch the left thigh. Look back, maybe rolling the back shoulders down and back. Good. To open up and twist some more. Twist, twist, twist. Inhale. Exhale to relax. Good. Grab the outside of your left foot with the right hand. Good, straighten the knee. Dropping, extend your hands back, right? You're gonna find first that feeling of like, whoop, you can drop the elbow and then lift. 4, 5, drop. 4, drop. 3, drop. 2, drop. 1, and drop it here. Point the toes, grab the ankles, lift up the leg, and gonna point both toes, release for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! All the way down. Hands behind you. Fingertips will face back. You're going to drop the heels firmly down. My feet are a little bit wider than my hips now. Distance. Shift forward, lift the hips up, and shift forward. You feel the intensity around the shoulders, and then push back to sit back. Good. Adjust yourself where you want to feel more of that stretch. Inhale. Exhale back. Inhale. Push forward. Exhale back. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Woo! Now all the way, you're going to fold down. Open the butt cheeks one more time. And now we're in a wide-legged Dandasana, if you will. Good. And you're going to reach your hands forward. Keep on continue to kind of open the butt cheeks until you get that fully stretched down to almost a pancake, right? It's impossible, obviously. If not, then that's fine. Wherever you are, just trying your best. I want you to get your flat back as you wiggle your butt cheeks to the left and to the right. Good. Sorry, just a spider. Ooh, so good. All right. Now I want you to get a feel of your back legs. How does it feel? Just reset, right? Okay. From here, we're going to have our feet together, hands towards the sides. Okay, this distance is gonna be different for everyone depending on where you're comfortable, where you're at in your L sit, where you're at in your mobility range, right? And I like my index fingers pointing forward so that to open up a little bit of my shoulders as I kind of fold first, lifting my hips up and point the toes. Okay, now from here, you can find the distance. I feel like I need my hands a little bit more forward because that's where I am with my current mobility and my strength with the compression. Inhale. Exhale to lift up, round your spine, really protracting your shoulder blades. Hold. 5, 4, shift forward. 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Then we're going to do some swings, okay? So drop it down, the hands, lift the hips, and then you're just gonna slide your heels forward and back, right? As you slide it back, you're going to really hollow the body, compress. That's gonna work on your core. Good. All right, and then drop. We're gonna do that for 5 slides, okay? When you're ready, big breath in. Exhale, lift the hips and slide. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and drop. Beautiful. Now we're gonna lift one leg up. You can help with the hand first. Good. And then from here, you're gonna compress. Okay? Compress your belly and your thigh. Maybe grabbing now the heels, whatever you can grab to really fully compress your body. And we're gonna play with releasing the hand. Okay? You're just gonna try. So to see where you're at, right? From here, engage. Your quad's gonna burn here. Woo! And then release. Okay? We're gonna release. Release, 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 and drop. Ooh, shake, shake, shake. How is that for you? The quad burn. And left leg up. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Compress. Good. Hold, 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 hold. And as you're holding that position, now you're going to let go. Release. Let go. Release. Let go. Release and drop it down. Woohoo! Okay, before we do more, we're gonna take a little bit of a flow here. So you can lift up. If you can't go to Lolasana from here, I'll show you one way. We're gonna jump back to our chaturanga, all of that, okay? But we're gonna be doing a little bit of a fun sequence. So if you cannot straighten your leg, you could always bend the knee and then you're gonna cross like this. Okay, and then cross, 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 cross. Push all the way up here as your feet arrives next to your hands. Cross, 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 all the way back. And then when you feel that, okay, I'm ready here, I'm gonna go jump back to Chaturanga. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Okay, we're gonna do that again. From here, you're going to cross, ding, ding, your legs, and then walk baby steps. And as you're walking, so it's not like this, right? I want you to try to just aim for your legs as straight as you step baby steps. But obviously, as you arrive there, you're gonna bend your knees. But as you keep your legs straight, you're going to be protracting your shoulder blades, hollowing, rounding, right? So now, getting this form. And then now from here, from that body shape or upper body, you can bend the knees, right? Good. Shift, 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 forward. And maybe you can get to L-sit, or otherwise, if you can't, then just continue to do that until you get to your Dandasana. Whoop, and then drop. That's a little cheat. As I cross my leg, I feel like it's supporting the other leg, and I like to do that too. So try which one works best for you, the upper left or the upper right. Okay, from here, how are you doing? Now we're gonna attempt, okay? Bend the knee from here, lift, cross leg a little bit and drop. Okay, again, L-sit or crossed, a little cheat again. Shift forward, lift the hips, whoop, slide. You could slide that, and then slide if your mat allows you to slide. Chaturanga, okay? Upward dog, downward facing dog. Woohoo! Okay, we're gonna do that again. Woohoo! Cross, and then protract. Walk, 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 walk. When you get to your hands, somewhere there, gonna lift up, play with lifting, and whoop, you can lift up, whoop. Your shoulders are gonna be past your wrist as you lift up. That's the only way to lift yourself up. And that would require a lot of wrist mobility, and then maybe L and drop. Okay, if you didn't make it there, you just walk again, like what we did. Eventually, you'll be able to do that. Woohoo! More stretch, Paschimottanasana with some feet wiggles, if you will. All right, how are you doing? Okay, now we're gonna compress more legs, finding our lotus position. Maybe I'll face you. Whatever is on top is fine. You're just going to really get into your lotus. Okay. From here, I want you to really get the heels towards the below of your belly. The lower part of your belly, not below. There. You're gonna compress there, right? So this is a great way in your lotus to actually not round as you fold, because it's almost impossible. The natural feeling, look, I'll show you my sides. Inhale, lengthen your spine, exhale to fold. So I'm aiming for the heels towards my lower abdomen, and that's what you kind of want, right? And then as you feel that, that's like that feeling of like anterior tilt when you're folding. And stay here. Breathe. All right. Now to get to a little bit of a fun sequence, if you will. Okay, we're going to hug our lotus. So have your hands behind you to support you. Whee! And then from here, maybe one hand will hug the leg first. And then if you find that balance, let go. Woo, woo. Right? Just try. And then maybe you can let go. Now this requires a lot of compression, requires a lot of like flexibility and mobility, right? I'm engaging my core. I'm not really just relaxed here. And then like as you kind of straighten your body, it is gonna be a lot harder. So it's okay to round a little bit here. Obviously, there's no other way because you're hugging, right? And if you have big boobs, it will be harder. So you'll be like this, kind of rounded, right? Ooh. and then release. That helps so much with your leg flexibility and not just like the compression, right? And as you let go of the lotus, slow and controlled, shake. Beautiful job. Shifting your weight forward, coming into your Malasana yogi squat in front of your mat, on the tops of the mat rather. Okay, now we're gonna just try to attempt to get into our crow pose. I like different variations of crow. For now, what I'm gonna do is like a very wide crow because of the Malasana. So what we're gonna do is same thing as what we did earlier. And then if you can't do it, what I suggest you to do is do this, and then you're just gonna hop like this. Okay? Until you get down to your chaturanga, and then back to our vinyasa. But if you can play with me with a crow, then go ahead and do that with me. Ready? Inhale. Coming to tippy toes, and then I like to hold my breath as I get to my float. And then from there, I'm exhaling. I'm still holding my breath as I'm talking. I'm exhaling with my jump back to chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. And exhale, downward facing dog. I find that the breath work is gonna be different for everyone, depending on where you're at in your practice, right? If you are doing a lot of kumbhaka, right, which is the breath retention, then you might be used to that. It's a good way to practice. It's gonna get you strong in a lot of arm balances as you transition from one to another. Feet together, and then one full breath cycle here. Inhale, exhale, stick your tongue out. Good. Right leg will lift up, three-legged dog. Good. Stay for a few here. Exhale here. Just opening the legs this way. Good. And then maybe finding now your yummy spot to open fully your legs. Maybe rotating the knees. Maybe the feet or the foot. Ooh, just playing with it. Good. Drop it down. Left leg will lift up. Breathing in. Breathing out. Finding your center here as you open the leg fully. Stretch the groin. Drawing circles if that feels good. Maybe the foot. Maybe the knee. Whatever works for you. And maybe starting to kind of add some wave with the spine, or just curvy shapes, right? Ooh, good. And back to your downward facing dog. Okay, now we're gonna flow. Right leg will lift up, breathing in. Exhale, knee to your chest. Drop it down inside of your right hand, finding your warrior two. Good. Right palm up, shift forward, and reverse. Drop it all the way down, finding your Trikonasana. Stretch the right leg, straighten as your left hand goes up. Good. All the way, you're gonna send it behind you, half bind. Bend the front knee from here. You're gonna have your right hand all the way in front as you shift your weight to that right leg all the way. Woo, finding that twisted half moon, if you will, or bind, right? Good. From there, let go of that half bind, and then left hand now will sweep up, finding your half moon pose. Beautiful. Hold for a little bit, flex the lifted foot. Engage your muscles here. Strong legs. Left hand will drop down. Supported warrior three. From here, you're gonna bend that standing knee, and then all the way finding now your warrior three, maybe hands to support you, or wherever you are, find your balance. Don't fall like I did. Maybe airplane your hands. Maybe hands in a prayer position. Hold for a few. And then drop the left hand down, right hand sweeps up. Revolved half moon, look up. It's hard with the sun. And aim for that heel. So you're flexing your foot, right? Aim it all the way up, right? So straightening the leg. So typically our revolved half moon would be not parallel to our torso. It's always gonna be down. That means your adductors needs to get stretched more. So you want to work on your adductors. Good. Drop the back foot down. We're gonna find Whew, a revolved warrior, if you will. Woohoo! Stretch. And then from here, we're gonna come to our twisted position in that warrior legs, okay? So left elbow will hook outside of the right knee twist. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, inhale, crescent. Exhale, drop all the way down. We're gonna take our vinyasa. Step the right leg back, high plank. Shift your weight forward. Shoulders past the wrist. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Whew, same thing, same leg. We're gonna lift the right leg all the way up, breathing in. This time, we're gonna drop the left elbow down. Good. Engage your core as you bend the knee. And then all the way, lift it up. Woohoo! Now you're going to really aim to be touching the front of the mat with the toes. Beautiful. Shifting your weight or your gaze to the sides of the mat, finding your wide-legged fold. Halfway lift, and then exhale to fold down. Hello. Stay for a few. Good. Good. Coming all the way up. Reach. Circle your arms up. Good. Exhale. Airplane your hands. Half fold. You're going to pivot yourself, turning to the left side of the mat now. Coming to your revolved lunge. What we did earlier. Good. But we're going to try to mimic in reverse. Not exactly the same, but we're going to do our best. From here, you're going to find your twist. Right elbow will hook outside of the left knee. Prayer position. Aim for the thumbs to be up or in between your heart space. In between the center of your heart or your ribs. Find your balance. Strong leg. So if your back knee is bent, I want you to engage your thighs. Kneecap will lift up so that you could stretch that back leg. Everything is working here. Nothing is sloppy. You're super, super straining now your muscles. Good. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, pivot. Warrior 2. Find your warrior 2. Good. Stay for a few breaths. Try to close your eyes if you can find your balance. Maybe not. Left palm. Whoosh. Face up. Shift forward. Inhale. Exhale. Reverse. Good. Now inhale. Stretch the front knee all the way. Trikonasana. Find it. Look up. Stay for a few. Ooh. Stretch. Again. Now you're going to do the half bind. Good. And then find your balance. Look down on the mat. Left hand will now crawl as you bend that front knee. Crawl in front of you. Finding your half moon. Lift that back leg up. Engage the legs. Heel will draw up. Good. Hold for a few. Breathe. Good job. Supported warrior 3. Drop the right hand down. Square your hips. As you get to find that balance, coming to the tips of your fingers, bending that standing knee, palms to touch. Finding your warrior 3. Strong legs. Lift that kneecap up. Good. Airplane your hands. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Revolved half moon. Right hand will drop down. Left hand sweeps all the way up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Flex the foot. Really stretch the leg. Work on the quad. Lift the kneecap towards your bum. Good. Stay. Really burn the legs. 3, 2, and 1. Drop the hand down. We're going to find our vinyasa or flow through it. Step it back. Good. High plank. Shift your weight forward. You're going to shoulders past the wrist. Inhale. Exhale. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward facing dog. Hoo-hoo. Yay. Okie dokie. Now for the fun part. You're going to walk your feet towards the center of the mat. Finding your flat back. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, you're gonna bend one knee. Let's start with the left so I can show you what I'm gonna be doing as you come all the way up. Good. Knee is up. You're gonna send that foot inside of the right thigh. Tree pose. Good job. Find your balance, engage that standing leg, like what I said earlier, kneecap will lift up. Good, right? You feel that whoop, energy line, whoop. You feel that? Okay, from here, finding your balance, tree pose. Sending the knee in front. Kicking it forward as straight as you can, sending it back, swinging it back. Good. Heel towards the bum. Boom. Pointed toes as much as you can. If you need to bend that standing leg, that is also fine. Okay? Wherever you are, it might not look like this, it might be far, that's fine. Just feel where can you send the heel towards your bum as close as possible. Good. If you can stand with that right leg, that's great. We're burning our leg. Okay. Now we're gonna bend the knee and straighten. We're gonna do a little bit of a shrimp squat, but we're not gonna drop that knee, the back knee, okay? Just keep on doing that so you can really engage that muscles of your leg. Woo, with the muscles of your legs. Yeah, it's burning, right? You feel that? And then you're gonna halfway down as you send the left leg down. Good, you're now in a pyramid shape. I'm just gonna adjust myself to the center. Okay, from here, I want you to get this halfway down. Inhale here. We're not gonna use the hands, okay? We're gonna try to test ourselves. Big breath, and then exhale. Lean your belly towards the thigh as you airplane the hands. So you're now folding here. Good. From this position, you're going to bend that back knee as you lean that belly left side to the left thigh. So you're gonna try your best. Shift, 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 back. Good. Woo! Intense. You feel that, right? Now we're going to stretch. We're almost like in a flamingo. From this position, if your both sides of the belly is now glued to the both thighs, you're gonna drop the hands as far as you can back. Fingertips will face back. Good. All right, good job if you made it here. From here, you're gonna shift forward, playing with the balance, right? You're gonna try to lift the back foot up first. Whoop, whoop, right? So now, as you find your balance, you find that core engagement as you lift that back foot up and then point the toes, send it towards the heels to bum position or heel to bum, and then shift a little bit more back, hold. 5, 4, smile, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down, and you're gonna come into your pistol squat as you send that left bum towards the heel. Good. You could either just stay here if you cannot drop with the ankle mobility, right? You could just stay here and then lift the leg in front. Otherwise, if you have a great ankle mobility, then you can drop the heel down and we're gonna lift the right foot or heel and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop. Woo! Shift your weight forward. Good. Plant the hands down. Step the right knee back. Tabletop position. Lift. So curl toes under, lift the knees, protract, hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push it back, downward facing dog. Let's take our vinyasa before we do that on the other side. Roll your spine forward. High plank, chaturanga, upward dog, downward facing dog. We're gonna walk our feet towards the top of the mat or the center as we do everything on the other side. Ooh, I'm just gonna pivot myself. You don't need to move, but so that you can see my other leg. All right, from here, as you come to stand up, finding your balance, you're now gonna prepare for your tree pose. Right foot up, send it out the knee, and then stick the foot inside of the left inner thigh. Whew, now you're gonna start to engage that left leg the standing leg, kneecap is up, big breath in. Find your balance, tree pose, hands in a prayer position. We're holding it here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right knee in front. Good. Kick it forward and swing it back. Bend the knee, heel to bum. Boom. Good. Point the toes. Now try to see if you could just lift a little bit higher that quad. Woo! Right? And maybe now you can get a bend in that standing knee to lift it higher. Good. Again, swing it forward, knee to your chest. Woo! And swing it back, heel to bum. Beautiful. From here, you're gonna ground, or if you wanna do a little bit of a push-up, well, not really push-up, like squats, shrimp squat. Good. A fake shrimp squat. And then drop the back foot down. Just gonna adjust myself to center. And halfway lift, straighten both of your legs. Inhale here, exhale to fold all the way now, gluing the belly to the thigh, left thigh. Pyramid pose, good. You could even have your hands interlaced behind if that feels good. We're just holding to stretch a little bit the legs because you feel the tension, right? I mean, I feel it. Good. From here, woo, you're going to now, keeping this glued together, shifting your weight back as you bend the knee at the back so you can glue both sides now of your belly to the thighs. Good. Find your balance. We're holding 3, 2, and 1. Drop the hands behind you, fingertips facing back. Now adjust yourself. Same concept. You're going to lift the back heel to find your balance, getting into our flamingo, lifting that back foot up, playing with it to find the float first if you're new to this pose. Or otherwise, if you can engage the core, engage everything, you're now going to lift the heel towards the bum, shift it back, hold. 5, 4, smile. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Drop the back foot down and coming to our pistol squat. Again, you could keep that heel lifted if you have poor ankle mobility, but if you can get there, then go ahead and we're gonna lift the heel in front for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, drop it down, shift your weight forward, and drop the hands down, step the left leg back, finding your high plank. Good. Taking our vinyasa, shifting your weight forward, shoulders past the wrist, breathing in. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward facing dog. Intense. Now we're gonna find our shavasana here, letting go of all those tension. Inhale and then exhale. You could continue in shavasana if that's very, very tiring. Obviously, that is very, very tiring for me too. I'm just gonna end this video so I could face you guys. Thank you so much, guys, for flowing with me today. I hope you enjoy that one, and make sure that if you did, to leave this video a thumbs up. It helps me a lot so I could continue sharing more videos here on my channel, and I'll see you guys on my next one. Bye. I don't wanna lay because the sun is very, very hot. And there's a drone. Did you hear that, buds? It's okay. Whoo!